Assalamu alaikum. I am back on YouTube after 2 long years. I took a break, or rather, should I say, I went off because of several challenges, and I did a lot of things in the background, but I decided to come back after 2 years. So, this is me announcing that I will be back and a short description of what I will do going forward. Very important, I want to share the knowledge that I have gained over the last 12 years with my YouTube audience. Something about making 3-minute long videos on Reels and TikTok didn't just quite click with me. And I felt that I needed to give a lot more information to my viewers, and the depth of information that I had, 3-minute long video just wouldn't make the cut. So I intend to record videos that will be vlog style videos because I have no budget for editing. So you will not see any B-rolls, you will not see any extensive graphics in this video or on this channel. Just cut to the point information that I will be delivering primarily through the knowledge that I've gained over the last 12 years. Straight to the point, me narrating and giving you details of Golden Age of Islam, Warriors of Islam, history of Islam overall, and Islamic knowledge basically. Now coming to the point of where was I in the last 2 years? Well, I decided to do even more research and put all that research in the form of books. So I wrote a few books. First, I wrote The Golden Age of Islam, and that went on to become the #1 bestseller on Amazon in Islamic social sciences. In fact, it toppled Dr. Zakir Naik's book, Quran, Hadith and Science, I think it's named, and it remained there for over 6 months until we took a pause from selling the book. I then went on to write a few other books. One of the highly acclaimed books that I wrote was Land Called Palestine in part 1 and part 2. It talks about the entire history, the 3,000-year-old history of Palestine all the way till the genocide. I then wrote Muslim Freedom Fighters of India and sold over 80,000 copies in just last 4 months because we have part 1 and part 2. So collectively 40,000, but individually 80,000 copies. And we recently released Tipu Shere Mysore. I'm very nervous about that book, but that's what happens when you do something big, when you embark on a project. But I'm hopeful, I'm optimistic that the book will sell in good quantities. You will go out there and buy the books. And I will leave the links to all my books in the description as well as in the comment section. So if you want to support me, that is the best way to support this channel, because I will be giving you raw, unedited information. And honestly, with the kind of views that I will get, I don't think I'll make any money on YouTube, at least for the next 2 to 3 years. But I want to stay consistent, and inshallah, my objective is to give as much knowledge as possible. So that was the announcement. My motto going forward will be very, very clear, and that is to create young generation of learned and educated Muslims. I know we go to colleges and specialized institutions, but we barely have knowledge of our own history. So I want to enlighten these brilliant minds with the knowledge of their contribution to this world. Many people don't know what Muslims contributed, and it's not others' fault, it's our fault. Our ulama or our scholars, they did not choose to give you this information and guide you through. For example, what we achieved in mathematics, in science, in geography, we had some stalwarts who challenged people like Aristotle, who challenged people like Ptolemy, and yet we have barely any idea of that. But that's going to change. And all of this, like I said, unhinged, just me talking about these figures. Now, a very important point I'd like to address is I will not talk about them on a high level. I will go down to the tiny details, the niche, and use all the expertise of my research background and tell you things about individuals that you barely knew about. For example, let's say I talk about Salahuddin Ayyubi in one of the videos. You have plenty of videos talking about Salahuddin Ayyubi, but you'll barely see any videos talking about Salahuddin Ayyubi and King Baldwin's relation. Even if there are videos, they will talk about that aspect on a high level, but I'll go down to experiences. For example, when they met together, what was exchanged between them? What was it about Salahuddin that impressed King Baldwin so much that he trusted him more than his own allies inside Jerusalem? Or for example, let's say we have the Baybars and Sultan Qutuz, who attacked Mongols and won the war. But very few people talk about that they had a deal, a truce with Crusaders, that they will not attack the Baybars army or Sultan Qutuz's army from back, because even they were suffering because of Mongol raids. So these are the little things that get lost in history And these are the things that I will bring out through these vlog style videos. Finally, I will record the video from a warehouse. As you can see, there are books behind me, there are chairs here. I'm not going to edit these things. I'm not going to make them blurry or any of those things, because like I said, I do not have a budget to do any of these things. So you will see a lot of raw footage directly going on to YouTube. My objective is to upload one video every day. I know it is a steep ask. I may get burned out, but the only way to do this is me recording 1 or 2 or 3 videos per day and then editing it myself and then applying the cuts and then uploading it to the video. And in most cases, even the cuts will be pretty minimum, because there is no script, there is no preconceived notion. This is just me talking to the camera directly. Therefore, the production time reduces and the output increases. And I pray and I hope that you watch these videos as much as you find value. I will not ask you to watch the video till the end, because why would you if you do not find value in the complete content of information that you're getting? So watch as much as you can, recommend the videos to your friends, like, share, and do subscribe to the channel. We're starting at 25,000 subscribers. However, I believe I'm starting from 0, because for the last 2 years, there was nothing on the channel, and therefore my entire audience is dormant. So we need to wake them up, and we need to do this collectively. So inshallah, from my end, one video every day, and from your end, you can share and like and subscribe to the channel. That was the introduction video, and I am back with a truckload of knowledge that I want to give you through my YouTube videos. Inshallah, I'll try to keep the videos between 8 and 15 minutes. Depends on how things go, the kind of information I will give you. And I'll try to break it down in simple bullet points. However, we'll try to dive deep as well in certain videos. You'll get the point, what I'm trying to say. And I'm still trying to find a lot of things that will work for YouTube. So please give me feedback. If there's something specific you want me to talk about, let me know. If there's a specific individual that you want me to research on, let me know. And inshallah, we'll talk about it. I say goodbye with this final line. My name is Salim Khan, and I help young Muslims connect with their history and legacy. And my goal is to leave this world full of Muslim youth who are aware of their heritage, their history, and the achievements of their ancestors that have made the world a better place to live. Take pride, take inspiration, and become one of them. I'll see you in the next one.